It's been a year since his son Abbas was killed. Yet Farah and his family can't bring themselves to open his closet to clean out his belongings. He was killed in a deadly raid by Sudanese military on a pro-democracy sit-in at the army headquarters in Sudan's capital, Khartoum. And now the few belongings he leaves behind are what the family cherishes most.
We found out he was shot in the attack when someone saw the video on social media and called us. He had left the house when he heard about the attack. Then he went to the hospital to look for him. We didn't know he was dead until we started searching in the hospital. Then we had to begin the long process of filing cases at the police station to receive permits to bury the body.
This video was taken moments after 27-year-old Abbas was shot. The June 3rd attack brought an end to the sit-in that started in early April. It was what prompted the military to overthrow the country's longtime President Omar al-Bashir after months of protests. After he was ousted, the sit-in continued as protesters demanded the military hand over power to civilian rule. Witnesses say the attack, which was led by the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces on the unarmed protesters, was a total onslaught. At least 120 protesters were killed on the day of the attack on the sit-in, but they were not the only atrocities recorded. Rights groups reported women and men were raped and sodomized, and witnesses reported bodies being thrown into the Nile River, and many who were present on the day of the attack remain missing. But a year after the attack, some have criticized the committee and say the investigations are slow and justice is being delayed.
When we took to the streets in December 2018, we demanded freedom, peace and justice. Sudan can't go forward without peace and freedom, but more importantly, it can't go forward without justice.
Back in the room that was once Abbas's, his sister says the government needs to remember the price paid by many to bring it to power.
The government came to power through blood. People sacrificed their lives and now there's no justice that has been delivered. The people on the streets haven't forgotten what it took and won't move on without that justice and accountability.
Accountability that 1 year on since the attack remains elusive for families who've lost their loved ones. Hiba, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.